Hi, I'm Catalina Maria Johnson here at South by Southwest 2013. I'm with the members of Cuchillo all the way from Barcelona, Spain. And I have several of the members here. Tell me a little bit. It's the very, very Spanish name of Henrik and Daniel and Israel. So tell me a little bit about Cuchillo, about the band and how you got together and what your musical vision is.
Okay, Cuchillo, we are a band from Barcelona, and everything started with songs that I was writing, and I was looking for a drummer to start the band. And then a friend that Danny and me we had introduced us, and we jammed for an afternoon, and we really it really worked very well. So we started to rehearse, and I gave him the demo with the songs that I had, and yeah, then we realized we didn't need any more musician, so we started being a duo. So that was in 2005, and we started to play live, and then in 2008 we released our first album, which is called Cuchillo, and yeah, it had pretty good impact in Spain. And we started to tour a lot, and we opened for Radiohead, and we played a lot of festivals like Primavera Sound, and then we did CMJ in New York, The Great Escape in Brighton. We played London too, and then we did like 3 tours in the West Coast, in the United States, because we have a lot of friends from the West Coast, and we were sharing the backline and the van, and it went very well. Then we did another album in 2010, an EP. More experimental with 3 songs, 30 minutes, and we continued touring, and then we were working on new songs, and we felt that we needed and we wanted to open a little bit more the songs. So we thought about one more person in the band, and Henrik was a very good friend, an old friend, and he knew the band perfectly. So we asked him if he wanted to play with us. And he started to play with us in 2010, with a tour of the EP, and then we started to work on the new songs of our last album, which is released in 2012, and it's called Encanto. So Henrik is playing keyboards, I play guitar and sing, Danny play drums, and that's Cuchillo.
Wow. And Cuchillo, the name, that's an unusual name.
Yeah, I mean, we like the name because it's kind of fronterizo. I don't know the word in English.
Like from the border?
Yeah.
Borderline or border town?
Yeah, but it's like the border between Mexico and the United States. And it has this thing like Calexico, these kind of names, you know. And also it comes from a village. I met a girl from a village called Cuchillo, and I couldn't believe that was the name of her village. And it's a village in New Mexico, and it's part of the same area of truth and or consequences. Mm-hmm. And we like the idea, we like the name, and also the lyrics and everything is also a little poignant, and it fits also with the name. And yeah, I don't know.
I like very much the track that was included in the South by Southwest materials.
Which track
I'm blanking out on it right now.
Navega?
Navega.
The long one? It's like 7, 8
very
minutes.
Textured, yeah. Right.
Oh, thank you.
But how it's hard to describe. I mean, it's hard to, I don't want to say pigeonhole it, but put it in a category, I guess.
Well, we try to have our sound, and because we started being a duo, we like to keep everything very simple. You know, the guitar and the drums are very expressive, and the keyboard is kind of holding everything, like giving a hug to the sound.
Embracing.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that song is. It's the structure of the song is it's very. It's not very normal, but
I know.
but yeah, we started to jam, and we got to that place, and then we recorded live, and that's what we got. I don't know. It's some people say that it sounds like some kind of Galaxy 500 sound of the guitar, like kind of also Josh Harrison lyrics and melody. but it also has some kind of freedom that you can find in jazz music. So it goes.
Do you improvise a lot when you're playing?
Yeah, we improvise a lot, recording and live.
Mm-hmm.
We have some songs that they're always open, and we have things that we know we're gonna do, but other parts that are very open.
So Henrik, you have a very unusual story, and
Where's that?
Stockholm to Barcelona, something like that.
Yeah, kind of. I went to Barcelona, coincidence with a friend. We just came to check the city out back in 2000 something. And then I got a job and I stayed. I fell in love, and then at the same time I met Israel. So we known each other for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And so do you see anything from Sweden coming into Cuchillo's music, or is it more you're bringing Barcelona, your experience in Barcelona, or what?
No,
what is coming into the music from?
Well, first of all, it's my musical experience in my life, or what I've played, the bands I played in, and the music I listen to, obviously.
Which is
this more old music. I listen to a lot of blues, a lot of old stuff, and jazz as well. But I get the feeling that sometimes you got the Swedish melancholy notes.
The poignancy you were talking about a little bit.
Yeah,
because it gets dark all the time.
It's a dark world.
That's true. So Daniel, as a percussionist, correct?
Yeah.
So that, where do you see, how would you describe Cuchillo's vision, or where do you see it emerging from, and what in your musical history do you bring to the table?
Where?
To Cuchillo.
I mean, the style we practice.
And from your own sources of inspiration.
Yeah, well, I have a more maybe electronic music background. I also have free jazz music background too. So we all have diverse, different music backgrounds. We try to merge in what we think is the more proper concept of music. Well, I don't know. I try to play circular or circle drums, loop drums. We don't have bass on the band, so we try to to make a compensation with the drums, cover the the bass frequencies. So drums in Cuchillo are like a motor, like something is behind, there is
kind of driving it.
Yeah, driving, and is very hypnotic. I think so.
Yeah, I was going to say Navega has that like trancey quality, a little bit of that. Yeah.
That's right.
So one of the things I've come to associate with Barcelona, particularly in recent years, is this just really immense freedom. I mean, some very, very, in terms of graphic arts, in terms of the arts in general, just Barcelona's really, has always been known, but certainly in the last few years seems to have really come to the forefront, the world's forefront point of view in terms of the arts, in terms of very cutting edge, kind of avant-garde, very out of the ordinary. Do you think Cuchillo also kind of emerges out of that like artistic freedom? Would you consider it a Catalan kind of ish thing? Or not? It's
well,
fine.
I think I wouldn't say Catalan because Barcelona has its own
vibe.
Yeah. But I think we all come from from cities that they are ports, and we met in Barcelona, which is another port.
So
the port is always a place that is open to the world. You know,
¿Qué puertos? What ports? Tell me.
I am from San Sebastian, the Basque Country.
Okay.
And Danny is from Vigo, Galicia.
Vigo, Gallego.
And the Swedish guy comes from
from Uppsala. Wow.
So I think there is some kind of these kind of cities. They are very open-minded, and there's always people from different countries, and they have a large history of exchange, and I think in my own experience, even coming from another city that is in the sea, but it's a very small city, I found a lot of freedom in Barcelona, and everybody is very open for people that they are not from Barcelona and see what they have to tell, and it's a very respectful audience too. When you play in Barcelona, everybody is quiet. You know, if you go to Madrid, everybody's talking. And but also, if they connect with the band, they are much more expressive with you. Barcelona is very, it's quiet and
reserved a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there is a freedom there, and I think also to have the sea, and it's a very calm sea, Mediterranean, and we have all these influences from North Africa also, that especially myself have been very interested in, and listening to a lot of music from there, and traveling also in Morocco and Egypt, and flamenco also has the roots of our culture, and maybe when we were young we weren't paying a lot of attention to that, but as we've been growing, we've been getting more into it and picking up things, the scales, melodies, and things that we've been using with the background we had of music that maybe was coming from the UK or the United States. So we've been kind of mixing everything and trying to find our own voice into the music and the sound. So we try to sound ourselves and using all these influences. And I think that in Barcelona it's very easy to get that. You know, maybe in another city we would have ended up doing something different. I don't know. But there is a lot of everything and a lot of freedom.
And what do you want to communicate through your music to the audience, or what do you want to leave them with, or is there any sense of?
Well, it depends, because there are a lot of things in our music that sometimes we don't really think about it. We just do it. So the people, they get things sometimes that they tell you, and you're surprised. But I think that's the beauty
power
of
music.
Yeah. So we don't think about that a lot. I mean, when I write the songs, and especially the lyrics, I think about my own experience, and they are pretty lyrical. But we also try to put in some kind of makeup to everything, to give like a journey that is holding the message. So that's the psychological side we had, that you can get lost and you connect with a mood, and sometimes if you want you can listen to the lyrics, but if you don't want to, you stay with that mood. And I think it helps a lot to disconnect from your life and get lost a little bit and relax.
Well, it's a beautiful track, Navega, which is also navigate. I just thought of the water and the ports and the things that you were saying in terms of the title of the song. Well, great. I hope you come to Chicago. It would be great to see you there. And
I'd love to.
And if people want to know more about your music, they can go to a website.
Yeah, we have all the albums we have are on Spotify, and then we have a Bandcamp. I think it's Bandcamp Cuchillo, and on Facebook we are Cuchillo too, so it's easy to find.
Good. Thank you so much for spending time here at South by Southwest 2013.
Our pleasure.
And it's been a great South by, and I hope you continue to have a wonderful South by. You were at Sounds of Spain, right, today?
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.